Alan Stone live on Austin City Limits Radio.
It's a song called Brown Eyed Lover.
Got a brown-eyed lover on the other side of town. I don't wanna keep her waiting. You got me upside, tongue-tied, twisted all around. I don't wanna keep her waiting. Oh, and I don't know, I can't tell. Will this last against coming? Baby, it came so fast there. My feet feel cold, but my mind is for sure, and my heart remains on. She's got everything you want nobody to shop, and all my friends adore. She reminds me of my mother. She wonders how my day went. Don't care about my paychecks. Well, I don't wanna keep my baby waiting. Got a brown-eyed lover on the other side of town. Keep on waiting. You got me upside, tongue-tied, twisted all around. I'll keep on waiting. No, let me think. What if she finds a man who's got so much more time for her than he on his hands? It don't make sense. Why would she wait so long just to run away? Oh, but she's got everything you want. Let's be big, the restaurants, and all my friends adore. And I can still afford her. She wishes I'd stop worrying about where my next paycheck is. Well, I don't wanna keep my baby waiting. Got a brown-eyed lover on the other side of town. Keep her waiting. She got me upside, tongue-tied, twisted all around. I don't wanna keep her waiting. Oh, I've got a brown-eyed lover on the other side of town. I don't wanna keep her waiting. Oh, she got me upside, tongue-tied, twisted all around. I don't wanna keep her waiting. Oh, I don't wanna keep her waiting. I don't wanna keep her waiting. I don't wanna keep her waiting. I don't wanna keep her waiting.
Alan Stone live on Austin City Limits Radio. He'll be at Empire Control Room. That is Friday evening, but first at Waterloo Records, Thursday at 5:30. The album's called Building Balance. I know this is radio and people can't see this, but I've been sitting next to a little version of you.
Yeah,
You have your own bobblehead.
I do.
It's a promotional bobblehead. Although, do you sell these? Are they
I bu-
available for purchase?
I sold them initially, yes, and then we utilized them. It was a dual purpose buy, the bobblehead.
How nervous were you about the design of the bobblehead and whether it really captured you?
Well, I made them add quite the muscular detail to the quads and the biceps on the bobblehead.
You've got your dog.
I got my dog Ricky Lake there. She is to size, actually. That's her exact size. She's a tiny little bulldog. But luckily they got the head right. My head is about that big. So,
and bobbles every once in a while.
every once in a while, yeah, if I'm into something.
What part? So over the last 4 years between records,
Yeah.
there's marriage, there's a child. What part of fatherhood and husbandry didn't you see coming? What's the unexpected part there?
Wow. It's 24 hours a day. I did not fully understand the commitment, really. Not me and my wife have been together for several years, and so that was an easy transition. We've been living together for a while, but having a child it's everything. It's 110 miles an hour, and there's no like, okay, can we just chill for a second and relax? It's like, no, it's full on all the time. The world's coming at you at a speed that I didn't necessarily think was possible. I thought my life was super fast, like living out of a suitcase and in hotel rooms all the time. But that's nothing compared to raising a child. But it's the greatest gig I've ever had. There's so much more fulfillment through raising a son and providing for a family than I've had doing anything else. So it's a wonderful give and take.
And we were talking about touring with GPS a moment ago before we went on air. I imagine FaceTime allows you to spend some time with the family while on the road. And can you imagine touring without FaceTime?
I can't. No, I don't think I would have a marriage, really, if I didn't have some form of communication or connection with my wife and my family. It helps a lot. I mean, there's always FaceTime happening. You know, it's like 4 or 5, 6 times a day that you're FaceTiming your family and catching up and seeing what's happening. So it's a game changer for sure.
At the risk of repeating something I read on Wikipedia that may or may not be true,
Risk it.
Rudy Rocket?
Rudy Rocket.
That's real.
That's real,
That's
man.
the name of your son.
Rudy Rocket Stone, yeah.
How'd you convince the wife to do that?
She convinced me, man. My wife's Australian. And if you've ever been around Australians for more than like 3.5 hours, you'll realize that they kind of assign nicknames to everything. And it always ends in a Y or a Uzza or a Izzy or there's always some sort of beautiful nickname that they construct. My father-in-law was called Rudolph when he was real young, and then that got smushed because he's Australian into Rudy, and so yeah, my wife came up with the name Rudy Rocket in commemoration of my father-in-law. I told her, as long as if you're giving him my last name, then you just have your way with the first two. We're good. And Rudy Rocket we both agreed, a real fun name to say, and sounds
Rudy Rocket, Ricky Lake, you've got it covered.
Yeah, right.
You are an admirer and friend of Austin's Gary Clark Jr. And he's early on faced some of the problems that you faced early on, which is playing a very traditionally and rooted form of music and trying to temper people's expectations and say, look, I'm something more than that. I'm going to push those boundaries. You've had to do that and sort of find your own way while being rooted in traditional music.
Yeah.
This is the furthest away, this record, from where you started, maybe.
For sure.
Does that feel the most comfortable to you now?
It was terrifying. I think I traditionally, the music that I've always been excited about has never been in the mainstream hip kids' pocket. It's played live. It's roots music, and marrying the two, attempting to try and find a new audience, find that group of people that you can introduce your music to that maybe haven't heard it via the channels that they receive music from, but also sticking true to the things that I love. That's a hard balance at times. I think you naturally, at least I do, I naturally just fall into the same grooves as I feel comfortable in. But this record feels like a great marriage between the both, in my opinion.
And it's called Building Balance. So
Yeah.
there you go. The album is called Building Balance. You'll find him Thursday at Waterloo Records. That's at 5:30. And Empire Control Room Friday night. Once again, live on Austin City Limits Radio. Alan Stone.
Oh, well, I can't stop the rain, but I will keep you dry. When the shore feels far away, baby, I'll be by your side. And when the storms arise, I will shelter you. 'Cause when your sky is gray, I will give you blue. I can't move a mountain, 'cause I am just a man. Now I can undo what's happened. Maybe I will understand. And although it may hurt, maybe I'll tell you the truth. 'Cause when your sky is gray, hey, I will give you blue. I can't stop the rain, but I will wipe your tears. Well, I wish I could take what hurts you and just make it disappear. But I can't work no miracles, but I'll do what I can do. Yeah, baby, when your sky is gray, baby, I will give you blue. When your sky is gray, I will give you blue. Honey, I will give you blue. Honey, I will give you blue. I will give you blue.
Alan Stone live on Austin City Limits Radio.